to share a concept that I just started talking about recently called the living resume. And the reason I've been referring it to that is because resumes, traditional resumes, are static, and so is a LinkedIn profile. And when I say static, I mean you put the information there and that's it. So it's not flexible. It can't easily adjust. So maybe we update our LinkedIn profile over time. Maybe we swap out some things on a resume to be a better match for a job, but they're still relatively static. They're also very basic and factual. So there's not a lot of subjectivity to them. They're very objective. But you're going to need, especially if you're a career changer, you're going to need something that helps a recruiter feel connected to you. Okay. So a resume and a LinkedIn profile aren't going to do that. A living resume is. Now, the living resume to me is your LinkedIn feed. As Christina was just outlining in this session, when you curate content, meaning you go out and find really smart articles, videos, things related to your industry and your field, and you put them in your own LinkedIn feed, you post them for all of your followers to see, you are serving your network at scale. This is very powerful because when they take that information in, if they like what you shared, they're going to remember you as a very smart person for sharing it with them. And that's how they start to form a connection around what is your specialty? What is the work that you do? So if you want to brand yourself, creating a living resume in the form of filling your LinkedIn feed is a way to do that. Now, creating content, curating content's one thing. Going and grabbing other people's content and sharing it with your own spin, great thing to do. Creating content, even more powerful. So when you start to write articles or you start to write what's called long form posts on LinkedIn, where you're sharing your knowledge, your point of view, tips, advice, now you're really stepping up to the plate and saying, hey, this is not only what I know, but how I apply what I know, how I create value. And as Christina mentioned, when recruiters get on your LinkedIn feed, this can really catch their eye. A strong feed is going to get them to then go over and look at your profile. But here's the difference. If they just went to your profile, they're focused on screening you out. They're focused on looking at what are you missing, and then they decide whether to look at you. But when they find you first through your feed and they start to see all the value you're creating, when they get to your profile, they're actually looking to screen you in. It's a mental shift. This is what studies show. So when you start leveraging what's called creator mode on LinkedIn, which we teach you how to do inside this program, you are really building up that living resume so that recruiters find you through that first, get to your profile, and want to screen you in. And I'm not just saying this. We have been doing this for a long time. In fact, we have an executive program separate from our Work It Daily platform where we have been working exclusively with executives on this, and the results have been insane, right? If you want more people coming to you, we started this session today talking about none of us really like networking, but it's the foundation to proactive job search. But if you want people coming to you, this idea of building a living resume through the content that you create and curate in your LinkedIn feed, that is the game changer. And that's what we teach inside this program. And you're not going to learn it anyplace else. And that's what gets me really excited because, I know I much prefer it this way. This is how I've built my entire LinkedIn presence. And I would never do it any other way because I would much rather serve people, share knowledge, and have people knock on my door. So if that sounds good to you, then you should be with us here inside Work It Daily.